why I do these stories. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings in my heart and my mind. And I'm old. I'm 59. I don't know how much longer I'm going to live. But I want my children to know of my thoughts and feelings. I want them to know of the stories that have happened to me. I want my grandchildren to know of my thoughts and feelings and the stories that have happened to me. I want my great-grandchildren to know about the stories and the life events that have happened to me. If others in society can gain from my stories, and I realize that my stories can be boring, they might be a little bit mundane, whatever. You like them, fine. If you don't, that's okay. But my whole effort here is to create a journal. I have a hard time writing and I have a hard time reading, but I like to tell stories. And from these stories, we learn lessons and we learn about the people and what they went through that tell these stories. And a lot of times these stories they have drama, there's emotions involved, but we can learn from these events that happen in our lives. And I'm hoping that my children and my great-grandchildren and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren and my relatives and my friends will learn about me as much as possible through what I tell in these stories. These have been memorable events for me. I keep thinking that, gosh, I've just told my last stories. Right now I'm thinking I'm all finished. I got all my stories told. And then 40 more will pop up. This morning, 44 stories popped up. It was 30 the other day, and it was 30 the day before, the time before that, 30 or 40 the time before that. I'll have probably 250 stories by the time this is done. Would I like to tell everything? Yeah. Do I want the public to know all the things that have happened in my life? I don't know. I'm not trying to set an example for society. I'm trying to let my kids and my grandkids and my great-grandchildren know who I am and who I was. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but I just want them to know that I love them enough to sit down and say, I love you and I want you to learn from my successes and failures and learn from my experiences, that at least you might know a little bit more why you are the way you are, possibly who you are, where you've come from. I wish my great-grandparents and my grandparents and my cousins and uncles and so forth, I wish they had a grouping of 250 stories that I could listen to, because I absolutely love hearing about my friends and relatives' life events.